All right, I love when people get into causes, and we're joined by Jeffrey now. It's a massive cause, cycling across Ethiopia. Thanks for coming in today.
My pleasure.
All right, so we've got your bike here. We know the story, Ethiopia. How did you come up with this idea of cycling across Ethiopia?
I've been involved in an organization called Hope International Development for some time, and I put that alongside my passion for adventure cycling, and I literally approached Hope and said, you know, why don't we get engaged in this adventure philanthropy cause and raise money for water in these remote Ethiopian villages? And they were quite intrigued because the whole purpose of the trek was to actually go to those villages. So it made this superficial idea of venture philanthropy more intimate.
Is this a unique idea? Like, do many people do this type?
Yeah, I think adventure philanthropy is a thing. It's established, right? The Ride to Conquer Cancer, some people would equate with this, right? But we're trekking to the villages we're raising money for. So it's a bit of a different formula.
Well, let's take a look at a video right now that shows where the situation is all about in Ethiopia.
There are many problems in our water. We are constantly sick from it. Diarrhea, vomiting, stomach cramps. There is a type of worm in the water. It's thin and long and found especially at night. If someone gets that, it can kill you. Yes, we drink this water, but what choice do we have? The only thing we can do is pray before we drink it.
Great video. So it's all about raising awareness, raising funds to help the water issue there in Ethiopia. According to that video, by your account, it's a very serious issue over there.
It's an extremely serious issue, but you know, my wife and I went there previously, and the moment that really struck me was when I realized that water was just the top line issue. Access to clean water was the top line issue. We talk about, you know, sick kids and dying kids, and that really tugs on our heartstrings, and that makes it real for a lot of us that are parents. But then you stand back and you look at sort of the greater issues surrounding it, and you realize that access to clean water becomes a woman's issue. Because socially in these areas, it's the woman's responsibility to trek up into these mountains for an entire day there and back and bring home clean water. So as soon as we can raise the money and build this water infrastructure, very simple water infrastructure, there's half this population that you can, you know, set free to achieve new things. So that's the other half of the discussion. That's the sustainability piece of the discussion.
Now, to help raise these funds, you've got to get around on your whole trek, and this bad boy right here is going to be taken. This is your Iron Horse.
This is Hank.
What makes Hank so special to be able to handle this type of adventure racing or ride?
Hank is a simple bike. It's got some bells and whistles. It's got what's called a dyno hub on the front end there, so that charges my gadgets, right? The GPS, the light.
Sure.
Tent and a bivvy sack. A lot of water, 8 liters of water. Obviously, the issue there is water. I don't want to get sick. Little GPS, it's called a spot tracker here, so people at home can follow me via a GPS link. But it's a rudimentary thing. It's really about surviving and not you know, having all sorts of food and warm clothes and all these things, right? This is just the pure necessities.
So this is all you'll be traveling with. So where will you get your food when you're riding around? You have pre-designated spots to stop and eat, or?
We're gonna eat what the people in the village eat.
Okay.
And we've got some. We're gonna be spending some time in a city in the south called Arbaminch, where we'll be able to resupply with food. But it's not sort of the Western flavor of food or sports nutrition or anything like that.
All right. So your goal is to raise $1 million. But what does $100 make? A pledge of that make a difference for someone?
$100 will change somebody's life forever. And the reason we came up with $1 million is because in Edmonton here you can get a beautiful home and raise your family in $1 million house. But where we're going, where I'm riding this bike, where our commitment is, you know, there's hundreds of thousands of people there and their life will be changed forever with $1 million. Like not just for 10 years or 15 years, but generation after generation. That understanding that it's a women's issue and empowering the women, it just takes that $1 million and makes it a forever cause.
So the cause is We Ride Africa. Where can we find out more information and make a donation?
I encourage everybody to go to WeRideAfrica.com. More information about the route, and myself and my partner Jeff is on there. And I'd encourage you all to make a pledge, and it's secure. Tax receipts are issued through the Hope International Development Agency.
All right, well, good luck and ride safely.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Let's take a quick pause here on Darren Television. When we come back, we've still got lots more, including Social Bites time. My wingman, Courtney Terry, will jump in and tell you what's going on in the world of social media. Stay up, tuned for that, Edmonton.